And welcome to the first ever Indie Advocates Presents, and it's featured on Geek Radio America. That's where I do my radio show weekly, which plays at 2, 6, and 10 daily, AM and PM. That's Eastern Standard Time, adjust for your particular time zone. And remember, as we're filming this on March 9th, today is the last day of Daylight Savings Time. We spring forward in just a few hours. So on March 10th, make sure to set your clocks an hour ahead. All right, so this is the first time ever. This is the Indie Crowdfunding Report. You can hear I'm not even used to saying it. We changed the name because Kickstarter Talk wasn't really taking into account Indiegogo or maybe any other future platform that's going to help creators crowdfund. So we changed the name. You guys can see it in the corner, and we're going to give you the bigger image right now so you guys can see what we're talking about. And of course, this is brought to you by the Indie Advocates Network, the site empowering indie comics and advocating for them, their creators, and the new worlds they create, dedicated to ending the reboot culture. All right, guys, so here it is, our new amazing decal. You guys are going to be able to check it out. Super cool. Remember to drop your links inside of our chat rooms, and I'm going to be checking the chat room, so if you're not featured on the show, this is a great way to make sure you are featured on the show. For those of you who are tuning in late and watching the recording, can't help you guys. It is what it is at this point. I appreciate you showing up, though. All right, so we got the chat room open. I'm checking everything out. You guys are free to talk to me. We've changed the name. It's now the Indie Crowdfunding Report, and I'm going to get used to saying that. And we've been playing with the name actually on our Geek Radio America news program, where we present the Indie News Report, hosted by me. We've had some great creators on there. You should check it out. Just go to geekradioamerica.com and then hit on the tab Listen to Live. And you can check out the Indie Devil on radio. All right, enough stalling. Let's get to the amazing crowdfunding that has been brought to our attention in the indie comic environment. Indiegogo and Kickstarters are going to be featured. Let's start off today with empowering learning with You Create Comics, someone I look up to, a role model. I am privileged to say a friend and an amazing guy. Let me introduce you guys to the hardest working man in comics, Victor Dandridge. Take it away, Victor.
Okay, I need my keys and, hey, hi, I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics. You literally just caught me on my way out to start talking about my You Create Comics line. Actually, since you're here, can I start with you? You Create Comics is my in-class programming that I do to kind of instill education with comic books. It's kind of important to me, actually. As a kid, I didn't like to read until I got into comics, and it kind of changed everything. Put me on a cool path and has made me as successful as I am today. So I kind of want to give back a bit, you know? I'm really kind of starting with my hometown and trying to make sure that, kids in Columbus, Ohio have an opportunity, much like I did, to explore comics and see how that impacts their education and their potential future and earnings out here in the world. So, I could really use your help with that. I'm trying to raise at least $250 to be able to bring my programming to one school in Central Ohio with a high-end goal of $2,500 to maybe reach 10 schools with a potential of 2,000 students. Now, obviously, yes, you might not be from Columbus, so maybe that might not be your bag, but it really would mean the world to me if you could at least share, talk about, or influence in some way, shape, or form this project to imminent success. We want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to succeed and excel, and comic books is all about that. The superheroics are all about inspiration and leading us to our higher selves. So with your help, I think we can actually do it. If you get a second, please donate, pledge. These are some of the prizes that you'll have. These are actually from the You Create Comics line that can help you make your own very own comic material, right? I mean, like literally yours. You create it. That's kind of the name. It's clever, right? I know. But if not, feel free to share. Share with somebody that knows that their kids love comics or is into the comic book medium, and maybe they will be able to support. Either way, with your help, I know we can empower learning to imminent success for some Central Ohio students. Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
Oh, man. What an amazing job Victor has done. And Seriously, how awesome is Victor for what he's doing? So we're gonna check out right now Drexler #2. We can't play the actual Kickstarter, but we're gonna do because it's their last time on Kickstarter talk, which is now the Indie Crowdfunding Report. We're gonna show it to you guys. They are struggling a little bit. I wish we could play it, but we can show you some cool art. Got a great creator team. Bob Sally's here. Wake up, people. Nathan Kelly is the artist. Marco Pagnotti is the colorist, and HDE is the letterer. Apparently, he's related to Krang. And some amazing stuff going on in here. Look at the art. This is an amazing project. You guys are really sleeping on it. Hey, Kane Elmer, you gave us your dashboard. I'm not sure if people are going to be able to check that out. I'll try to dig into it and see. Just try to give us the link, not your dashboard, because the dashboard might stop us because we can't do it. So again, that's for in the comments section, the Unbeholden. So we can get that on the show and make sure it's here. And it's a great project. You guys are sleeping on it. I wish we could play it, but for those who don't know, we take copyright very seriously. And because of that, we don't play anything that's music is copyrighted. You will hear us make references to music as we go, as some of these amazing projects have used music that is actually allowed. So how awesome is that? John Schimmel Jr. presents Infinity Agents #1 comic. It's an adventure-filled intergalactic epic, and you guys get to find out more right now.
Hey, indie comic fans. My name is John Schimmel Jr. I'm a writer who's been blessed with bringing 2 comic book series to life through this amazing platform in the backers here on Kickstarter, and I'm about to launch a new one, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about it. It's an intergalactic star-jumping adventure comic called The Infinity Agents, and the biggest influence is really drawn from Jack Kirby, who was probably the biggest influence on me as a comic creator. And for me, it was his unbridled enthusiasm for what he was doing, the passion that showed through, not just through his art, but through the storytelling, the character creations, the worlds that he brought to life, and everything that went along with that, including the inexplicable energies of the Kirby Crackle, the amazing gadgetry of Kirby Tech, and all that entailed. So, drawing on the influences of some of his creations like the Fantastic Four and the Humans, the Eternals, his wonderful Fourth World saga, this story begins and originates with some heroic human beings who, through a twist of fate, find themselves catapulted into worlds beyond imagination, traveling to different planets and meeting different alien races and creatures and powerful unearthly creatures, just like you would see in some of the old Kirby stories. And it's not like I'm trying to mimic Jack's work or think that I can compare to his writing. It's nothing like that. I'm just letting his influence pour through me and to bring this story to life. And even the artwork, Joel Kutohar's made a name for himself in the indie level, and really he should be working for the big 2. This guy's line work is just absolutely incredible. And he's bringing this story to life in partnership with me, and with colorist Isai Manaki and letterer Robin Jones. But Joel's pencils, he's not trying to mimic Jack Kirby's style. He doesn't need to, because his style is incredible. And I can't wait for you to take a look at the pages right below here to see how the story comes to life. So, if you like some of the series like I mentioned, if you like intergalactic saga steeped in melodramatic human nature stories, and maybe we'll even revisit some social issues as we go through, fighting monsters and traveling to the Infinity Zone, then come along with me to the Infinityverse, meet the Infinity Agents in this untold, numerous cast of characters that I guarantee are going to thrill you. Thank you.
How awesome is that? Seriously, isn't that cool? I love the fact that he narrates the whole thing. He does a great job reading, much better than me. You know what's also super cool, and I would actually love to maybe work with her one day, is Jinky Conrados. I have to learn how to say her name. She creates Bonsai Girl. It's a webcomic. Here, check it out. Just check it out. Yes, giving a hello to Glenn, who's in our chat room, saying hello. What's going on, Glenn? Super awesome. We're going to take a quick sneak peek. It's Saturday anyway. So, because it's Saturday, I just want to show you some of the awesomeness that is this project. And I'm sure instantly you guys will see why I'm such a fan of it. Just an absolutely amazing creator. Look at the art in this. I'm telling you, she would do really good with a Barbara Unleashed story, I think. I think we might have to have a conversation to see if she'd be interested in maybe joining a Barbara Unleashed for a story. I think that'd be a super cool team up. There's definitely some cool stuff. I had to give some love, had to show some stuff off here. Look at that book. That's an impressive size book. Oh, we got a cool video. Let's check this out. I'm just looking at the art with you guys. Super awesome. Glenn B. Fleming says, hey, the clout you have behind you, I brought a similar clout in India. Spooky. Cloth. The cloth you have behind you. I have a cloth behind me? I didn't know. Cool. Alright. Alright, guys, we're, sorry, I got distracted looking at the cool art. Cosplays our own character, super awesome. Love this picture. Drawing of drawing and drawing. Very, very cool. And they're doing fantastic, by the way. This is just a Kickstarter I really wanted to feature for a minute because I love the art in it. $18,000, 296 backers. Congratulations. They don't need to be on the program, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to cover them. Just because someone's doing good doesn't mean you stop paying attention to them. That's how I feel. If anything, you help them do even better, right? So, super awesome. Super excited. And I know Dave will love the fact that we featured it so much on the program, as Dave is the proud husband of Jinky. And it's David. Let me see how to see if I can not screw this up. Capitini? Campiti? He's going to have to tell me how to do that, how to say his name. Because I suck when it comes to names. You guys know that who watch the program. But let's move on to the rest of the program as we got some other amazing projects to talk about, including Cooper. Cooper, it's your turn. Cooper is a Chapter 1 the Nocturnal Werewolves Mysteries Oh My.
guys, I am Ricardo, the author of Cooper. I want to say thanks as first for the support. I want this book to be worldwide. For help me do that, I teamed up with Joel Rodriguez to help me with English translation and American shipping company to help get this book worldwide as a low cost. Enjoy the adventure.
All right, super cool, guys. Speaking of super cool, check out Seed Seekers, graphic novel #1, first edition.
Hello, everyone! Will you join my crusade? I'm trying to recruit my friends and warriors of the world to help me find the long-lost sovereign and help restore our planet of great comics that are missing from our young readers. Will you join me? Long ago, I started to create a series with my great friend as we called our tale the Seed Seekers. The story is about a trio of brave young women deployed to find out why their Earth was dying and drying out all of the nutrients it needs to keep faith and hope alive. They run across a cute unicorn who is friends with a great wizard who lives in a mushroom. They learn there is another one out there somewhere who may be the long-lost sovereign to help save their world from that which is dying. Through this story, we not only learn about the characters, but how each one of them play a great role no matter what adventure we may find. My friend and I started out this project to find comics great for a younger viewer audience. In this world today of extreme violence, gore, or sexual content, there's just nothing safe for children to read, nor are there strong role models to follow from. Volume 1 of Seed Seekers introduces the characters you will follow along on a viable quest. You will learn from their strengths and their weaknesses. We find out that all the characters, regardless of age or gender, play a special role and learn a whole lot along the way. There are strong women warriors who seek a great sovereign, who learns just how important he is in the story. He holds a great, valuable strength within him, and he learns to let it shine. Kids need this in their life, to learn and work together, while finding their role in this struggling world. We all are important, no matter a wizard, a warrior, or even a sovereign. We are all a great part in this great challenge we call the Seed Seekers. Hope you'll help me in my campaign. You'll be a great part of the project through your faith. You'll help out get these comics into the hands of a strong young mind as they create whatever they learn through your bond and help. Each dollar you contribute helps my campaign and get Seed Seekers noticed. It helps get independent artists such as myself a chance to shine. You will be a great warrior for helping out our world. Thank you for your support.
All right, guys. Very, very cool. Speaking of very cool, there is available on Indiegogo. It's why we changed the name of the show. It's Demons Volume 2, a 130-page graphic novel dealing with supernatural and our own personal demons. And it is something to explore. And speaking of dealing with instincts and things inside of us, let's check out Barbara Unleashed, issue #1, a story of a young woman's coming of age story in the New York City Underground. And I keep forgetting to fix the young, and we copy and paste everything and duplicate it, so we've kept that typo. I promise I'm going to get to it this week. All right, guys, check out Barbara Unleashed. Not everyone is born to be normal. I don't know why, but YouTube doesn't have the volume up, so we're going to go here. Not everyone is born to be normal. Some are born to be different. For some, the rules of normal don't fit who they are. For some, life isn't about cheap sexual experiences or cheap highs. Barbara is drawn to things most would not understand, or worse, demonize. Barbara seeks to explore her dark instincts in the New York City underground. Join Barbara on her coming-of-age tale and watch her journey through the New York City underground. Learn from Barbara how not to become a victim of overeagerness. Back this project to explore the darker instincts of humans. Music provided by Benson. Music used, Dreams, and Once Again. How super awesome is that? The art in the project is simply amazing. It is not a reboot. Some people have confused that. We're not rebooting. The story hasn't changed. This is an evolution of storytelling and merely a rebranding. So, super, super awesome stuff. And speaking of super awesome stuff, I'm going to show you guys something really cool I got up on my screen. So, I'm going to bring it over to the screen over here. And we're going to show you something. This is breaking. This is for my friend Jonas Vick and Austin Hamblin. This is a sneak peek at Steel 2. Ooh, I am excited. For those who don't know, Jonas was gracious enough to hook me up with an amazing, just simply amazing indie logo for the Indie Devil. And I'm super excited. This book was awesome. I cannot wait until I can actually get the book. And that's not me giving lip service. I really loved that story. I thought it was really well done, and I've told them that much straight out. You guys did a great job. So get excited, guys. This is coming. This is coming hopefully soon. Once you start seeing the art, you start getting excited. So and I'm telling him right now, we shared his preview because I'm excited. And I wrote that because I am excited. All right. So let's move on. Sad as it is that we have to move away from both Barbara Unleashed, which, by the way, only has a couple days. You guys can be part of it. And I want you to understand that we're offering on here the first issue of Barbara Unleashed. Once this is sold, the first issue, which was originally called FETISH, Dare Not Say It Live, Babies, we don't have a lot left. We're down to our last box, honestly. We have one box left. And that's it. Once it sells, and it's time. You guys can get some cool tank tops with the deal and be part of this amazing story. And I just want to quickly read the philosophy behind the story. The story is dedicated to those born with a FETISH for BDSM. To let you know you're not alone. This story is our way to show the world more about who we are and disprove many misconceptions about the people who have fetishes. The biggest misconception is that that somehow this is something wrong with anyone who has a fetish. That there is something wrong with anyone who has a fetish. In this day and age of acceptance of all types of people who have FETISHES, are still looked down upon and treated like damaged goods. For those wondering why I'm not saying the F word, we've had videos cut off recently when I say the word, suddenly we get off. I saw one slip, so I did check to make sure we were still alive. And unlike other stories told about BDSM, this is created by two creators. It's actually just one creator. For a while, my ex kind of joined the project. She really didn't like it. She backed out. The little footprint she had, a few changes are actually removed in this new issue from it being Fetish Babies, said it out loud, to Barbara Unleashed. The few changes, and I had a copyrighted story and already created it, and I was always the one behind the actual storytelling. she had kind of came on. I guess I was trying to involve her in something, and it just didn't work. So it is what it is. I can't get mad. I tried something. It didn't fit her. So she's also been removed from the project. So it is now just me. I mean, I could be two creators if you want. But it was about me and my experience in the fetish scene. Damn, I said it again. While none of these stories are real, they are based on personal experiences and based upon a combined years of 30 years of studies, experience, and exploration into the fetishes and BDSM. We're going to lose this video any minute now. This makes the story feel very real and shows a true side of what it is to have a fetish, something often not seen before. Also, this is going to be the first time this is going to be put in comic book form. We're actually going to be shrinking this story to make it a comic book. For those who like the magazine format, we will be bringing that back in a special second Kickstarter for Barbara Unleashed issue number 2, which is going to follow up rather quickly. We put out the May deadline because this book will just be premiering in May. But during May, we will be also launching the second Kickstarter. So stay tuned. More information on the rise about that. We've already funded $422, 37 backers on a goal of what should have been $350, but we screwed up. So let's see what the percentage is. We have successfully 1,205% funded. So really, we're just 100% and probably 110%. Just a mistake. But in the future, I might just leave it $35. Seemed to work really well. But that's Barbara Unleashed. I've used up some time. Don't care. My project's ending this week. And I've been very good at not promoting it too much after the Advocator. So it was just my turn to shine. Speaking of turns to shine, it's Avani's time to shine. Larry Patrick Higgins presents this Niobe crossover. Or a spin-off, I should say.
Hey guys, what's going on? We are LIVE live right here on Niobe Comic on YouTube, and I'm LP. Welcome to the Avani Origin 1 Kickstarter launch. So happy to be here. So, again, I am LP, writer and creator of the independent comic book series Niobe. Successfully funded here on Kickstarter 4 times in a row now with a brand new issue coming out, Avani Origins number 1. This is the first spin-off book from the Niobe series featuring the villain Avani, who made her appearance first in Niobe number 2. She gave Niobe a run for her money, and people have been asking me more. They want to know about Avani's origins. They want to know what makes her tick and when we're going to see more of her. Well, the answer to that is right now. So I hope you definitely check out the Kickstarter. I just want to show you cool perks that are available, including some nice artwork here. We'll start off with the beautiful cover by R.B. White. Now, R.B. White's been known to be in publications such as Heavy Metal Magazine, Zenoscope. He's done covers for Action Lab such as Zombie Tramp and Dollface. So awesome to have R.B. White back with us once again. If that's a little too sexy for you, man, I get it. We got the super cute Avani chibi cover by Sweet Heme Art. That is available as well. We also got this really cool cosplay cover that we did with Point of Light Productions and model Jeanette Arsenault. So shout out to Jeanette. It was a really fun day. We got this really cool shot. We did a little bit of editing, and voila, we have the cosplay cover available as well. And guys, if you're like me, maybe you like blank covers. I love blank covers. So we have the Avani Origins number 1 blank cover available as well for you to get some really cool commissions on. Guys, we also have what we call the swag box. So if you like swag, and I'm talking like buttons, prints, t-shirts, that sort of stuff, we got it for you. And the first print that will be in that box of swag is this awesome classic 80s vibe sort of style print from Pablo Romero. So check that out. We also have the super cute chibi print again from Sweet Heme Art. I think I gotta move this way here for a sec. Boom, because we got buttons. If you guys like buttons, I love buttons. I have a whole flag just full of buttons. We have 4 Avani buttons available for you in the swag box. We also have the Avani first appearance in Niobe number 2. This is an awesome variant cover done by R.B. White. This was released way back in 2016. We have some of these left. These are going to be available to you in this Kickstarter. So if you like first appearances, you're a key issue collector, that is the book for you. Guys, we also have t-shirts. There are 4 different t-shirts to choose from. Sizes range from small to extra large. So check them out, pick one, and wear a Vonnie in style, because I know she would love that. We also have, guys, in the swag box, these really cool metal prints. Get that shiny there. Check it out. These things are beautiful. They're gorgeous. And, of course, again, it features the cover of Niobe #2, the first appearance of our girl here in blue. Guys, please, seriously though, check out the Kickstarter. Scroll on down. Check out all the perks that we have available to you. And please consider supporting Avani Origins #1. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.
All right, the party doesn't start here because we're going to talk about Lily the Demoness #2, second installment, just blowing a hole through Kickstarter. This is going to be ending soon, so we're going to take a quick peek. Peeky. See how awesome this Kickstarter is doing. $12,000. 251 backers. Who said that sexy is dead or needs to be brought back? Justin Timberlake apparently did a good job when he brought sexy back, because this is burning a hole through Kickstarter, and it's coming from below, because the Demoness is here for your fandom. All right, and no one gave me that. I made that up on the fly. I could be a real... Hire me to be your PR person. I'll make you sound awesome. Foxy and Wolfie Chaos, Volume 1, Mahu, Shaju on Wheels. And we did have the... I forgot who the band is. We were supposed to add it. It's my fault, but they have an awesome band that lent them the music. So check it out.
Reverse this tale of ours. This curse of fate grows darker as our eyes close. The two of us are intertwined by tragedy, like thorns on your body wheels. But us and no defeat, carve your destinies, even if it takes 100 lifetimes. Don't give up while our hearts keep moving forward. Though our hearts are tired and worn, while our hearts keep moving forward, we'll prevail.
All right, guys. How awesome was that? That amp job, right? You guys got some more energy? Can we keep going with this? I think we can. So let's do that and check out XCT Breakout.
Hey everyone, it's Ben Rosenthal here. I'm the writer of the new XCT Breakout graphic novel, which this is a Kickstarter for. We really hope you guys want to back it and promote and help us get this book into its existence. We're going in a completely new direction with the new creative team. Alex is doing an amazing job on the art. The colorists and the letterers are doing fantastic things. And editor Sean is really steering a really tight ship to ensure his vision of XCT remains true and faithful. We've got a lot of really, really cool rewards. You can see some of them down below. I think I'm involved in some of them. So maybe if you want to get a script critique done by me, I'm happy to do that, as long as you know. But we've got a lot of exciting things planned coming up with XCT. We really hope you jump on board and really enjoy this brand new book.
How awesome is that? We're going to get a little preview here. All right, let's move on. Now, I'm excited about this because I want to see who's going to be fighting next, because I'm super excited about, honestly, this creation and everything that goes into it. Some awesome stuff. If you don't know about it, educate yourself by going to, because this is the most popular comic in Australia, by the way. So go to Kickstarter and just look up XCT. There's a lot out there. And speaking about there being a lot out there, segue into Dulce Tour of Duty. That's right. Here it comes.
This is Maria Garza, reporting from the Archuleta Mesa near Dulce, New Mexico. I've infiltrated the perimeter. And what's that? This place feels very familiar. I'm following some dirt paths around the mesa, looking for any signs of an entrance. And with any luck, I'll find Marcus Edwards alive and well within this place. But who knows what else?
In 2018, investigative reporter Maria Garza found herself obsessed with a missing persons case, the case of evolutionary biologist Marcus Edwards. When a ping from his cell phone appeared out of nowhere in the middle of nowhere near Dulce, New Mexico, she couldn't resist the mystery, which ultimately ended in her own missing persons case. Hi, my name is Eric J. Cockrell. I'm co-creator and co-writer of this tale, which began a year ago in the first Dulce comic, Dulce the New Guy, where we were introduced to Marcus Edwards and an insane cast of creatures and aliens. Dulce Tour of Duty picks up months after the first story. Marcus is working on fitting in with his fellow base workers, and when Maria Garza appears on the scene, he is thrown into an adventure that blows the base wide open for the reader, while introducing new allies and a new menace. If you enjoy a good old-fashioned, character-driven science fiction comic book adventure with loads of mythology and brilliant art, you'll love Dulce Tour of Duty. Story by Gene Hoyle and Eric J. Cockrell. Art by Greg Warnchek and Avery Ferdinand. Letters by Mike Wagner and edited by Chuck Pino. Get yours today at dulcecomic.com.
Super, super cool stuff coming from the guys. And now for something a little different. What's this? Check this coolness out.
Alright, didn't see that. Come in, don't be shy. We're here today to talk about SCOTUS, Serial Killer of the United States, my brand new 22-page full-color comic book by myself and Nicolo Arcady. We have some great rewards for you guys for this Kickstarter. We have pins, buttons, bumper stickers, art, all sorts of things planned for you. Shh. Hold your questions to the end. Hey Josh, I brought you a lunch. You wanted a bottle of Jack Daniels and a roast beef for me? Cut to the clip.
SCOTUS is a story of President Theodore Voyage as he deals with his presidential duties by day, and by night he is the notorious Patriot killer. Our story follows President Voyage as he uses his political power and thirst for blood to get what he wants. Follow the president as he uses his power as POTUS in order to become more powerful as SCOTUS.
You hungry, Teddy? Yeah, Mom, give me some of that sandwich. I hate liars.
Oh, fuck. And not to be come in second place, we have. I mean, these two are perfect behind each other. They're amazing. Like, I'm not a horror person, but both these, the SCOTUS definitely is on my radar. I'm thinking about not only backing it, giving it more than $1. I want to kind of see where it went. I think that's such an interesting idea.
Hey everybody, I am Austin Janowski. I am a professional comic book artist since 1994. I turned into an actor, screenwriter, and director, and we are at my production studio, Tin Sky Media, and I am here to introduce my first Kickstarter for my book, Zombies, Where We Are Human Too. So, zombies. Everyone likes zombies. Scary monsters. Blood zombies. And, killing zombies. But who were they? I mean, isn't it interesting to kind of figure out who they were? I mean, what how long they maybe lasted, or maybe what kind of jobs they might have held before they became zombies. You know what I mean? Right?
Well, I was a senior librarian for 15 years.
Wow.
I was a vitamin salesman for 8 years.
So the idea behind Zombies Were Human 2 is you have 3 kids that are out foraging for food, and they get spooked by zombies. So to escape them, they run into this old abandoned warehouse where the youngest of the 3 is freaking out. So to calm him down, the older 2 look out and start picking out zombies to get making up funny stories about them, who they were at the outbreak, how long they lasted, and how they died in a very funny way. This is going to be a 100-page graphic novel with the main story, and then we're going to have short stories feeding into the actual story itself. And we have great art teams, writers and artists that will depict these short stories, and that's how we have our graphic novel.
Don't bother me.
Get out to my favorite spot, throw the line in, get the bite of my life. And what's he try to do? Climb in the boat and bite my face off.
I just had a flu shot 2 weeks ago. What the heck was in that shot?
My cookies are to die for. Literally.
I mean, these people, they're coming in and they're so hungry, they're even biting my hand. I mean, are you kidding me?
I've been studying this phenomenon for years. And do I get any appreciation? No.
These poker players today, they have no idea what they're doing. They're acting like they're brain dead or something.
It's pretty hard to have a concert these days when everyone's trying to bite the faces off. Ain't that right, boys?
Yeah, we killed it.
It's the busiest we've been in a really long time, and I got a lot more than a paper cut.
I just wanted to lock up and go home.
So we got some great stories with some great creators. People who work for Marvel, DC, Image, IDW. We got great rewards. We've got limited prints that we're going to have for Stan Yak, Drew Zucker, Eric Donovan, Tom Rosh. So some rewards might actually be original artwork. So we got some really unique rewards. Something for everyone. We got great storyline. We got great creators. So I really think we got something here that will, appeal to most everybody. And not only does your support on this help the graphic novel, but it helps the actual feature film that we're going to be making from it in 2019, 2020. Because even though this is one story, since they're short stories themselves, it can be broken up and packaged into an actual feature. So one way or another, this book will be a feature film. And with your support, we can get there. So thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Right, everybody? Okay. Right, everybody?
Yeah!
Thank you.
How awesome is that? Definitely check this out. It's an amazing project, and that guy is such a passionate dude. I've been able to hang out with him, and I get to call him a friend. So please support my friend today. Speaking of supporting people, they're supposed to support people like family, right? But what is the Impossible Family? Well, Michael Key Easton has created it and put it on Kickstarter for you to check out, so do that now. Speaking of amazing creations by Jamie Tyndale and Benny Powell, who bring us back White Widow, The Naked Truth. My goodness, is this an awesome project. I'm not an alternate cover fan, but they really go out with their alternate covers. Funded in 2 hours. It's amazing. Check it out right now. Don't even just leave the program. Go check it out and come back. We'll be here. No. Stay. Where are you going? Slow down. You don't know Jack. Swagger, that is. Check out Jack Swagger's story, brought to us by John Crowther and Inverse.
Morning. Real Jack Swagger, we the people, and I have an exciting announcement for all you comic book fans out there. I have teamed up with Square Circle Comics, and we are coming out with You Don't Know Jack, the Jake Hager story. Now I need your help, we the people. Please donate to the Kickstarter fund below to help all the great artists, comics, and people behind this comic book. Alright, and we'll get this thing made and out to the public as soon as possible. Very excited about this project. Please help if you can. We, the people.
Now, how awesome is it that you can hear him slapping his chest like he really sold it? I love Jack Swagger. I was sad to see him go. I never thought he got the right push, the right love he should have gotten. So I'm glad to see he's finally getting some acknowledgement for what he does. Super awesome. Got creator behind it, Ian Verse Press, John Crawford. Super excited to have it on the program. But what is the baboon? Let's find out.
Hi, my name is Jamie Jones, and welcome to my Kickstarter campaign for my new comic book, The Baboon. The Baboon is the pulpy action-adventure comic that you forgot you were missing, inspired heavily by the comics like The Spirit, Terry and the Pirates, and stories like Johnny Quest and Indiana Jones. It's the type of story that I feel like we're missing in entertainment today. Below, you will find a quick preview of the comic, along with character bios for the Baboon and his crew. I have been working on this book slowly for the past year, and it is done, and I am so excited that it is done, and that's great news for you, because that means this Kickstarter campaign is only paying for the printing and shipping of a 60-page, full-color, hardcover book, and I am so excited to get it to you. The Baboon is my love letter to Saturday morning cartoons and old-school pulp action comic books. My dad and I used to wake up every morning and we'd watch an episode of The Flintstones or Johnny Quest, and what I love about those things is it's entertainment for the kid and the adult for the same reason. There's no innuendos for the adults, there's no fart jokes for the kids. It's the same humor and the same entertainment for both, and that's why I'm really excited to get this out. I think it is truly a comic and a story for everyone.
How awesome is that? Takes you back to your childhood, doesn't it? All right, guys, let's keep the party going. Oops. And we were talking about Beholden a little earlier. That was the link that I said had to be put back in. We're going to feature it on the show now.
Hi, I'm Khan, the writer creator on Beholden Trenches, a 157-page graphic novel where Apocalypse Now meets Dune. In 76 AE, the elite of humanity left the post-apocalyptic remains of Earth for the space stations orbiting it, with the purpose of exploring the stars. Their extremely divisive politics resulted in the destruction of all orbital stations except one. Now, Kaneshka, a rising star in a political dynasty from the last remaining orbital station.
Not sure what went on there. I don't know if that's just the end. Come on. Alright, bear with us. We are still recording. I'm just not seeing what's going on with that. Let's see. There it is. Sorry about that, guys. Let's start this over. Something obviously happened. Let's start from the beginning.
The writer creator on Beholden Trenches, a 157-page graphic novel where Apocalypse Now meets Dune. In 76 AE, the elite of humanity left the post-apocalyptic remains of Earth for the space stations orbiting it, with the purpose of exploring the stars. Their extremely divisive politics resulted in the destruction of all orbital stations except one. Now, Kaneshka, a rising star in a political dynasty from the last remaining orbital station, must return to the remains of Earth to prevent those responsible from finishing what they started. Trenches is a passion project of mine, and it's fully completed. I love telling gritty and palpable stories in visually striking universes, populated with characters that you want to grow old with. I want to get this book in as many hands as possible. And I'm confident with your help we can do just that. Please check out our campaign page below and support us by pledging or spreading the word. Thank you.
How awesome is that? I love passion projects. I love when people are super passionate about what they do and what they create. Nothing but love on that, man, for certain, for certain. Speaking of passion and loving what they do, check out Joel Rodriguez, who's actually on our program this week. So check it out. He's on our radio program.
Hey, this is Joel Rodriguez. I'm the writer and letterer of the Dust County Chronicles. The Dust County Chronicles is a horror parody mini-anthology that takes all of your childhood dreams and twists them into nightmares. This 24-page comic features 4 spine-chilling, self-contained short stories that all take place within the tortured towns of Dust County. Witness toys fighting for survival in the slasher style of Friend in Me. Encounter corrupt superheroes and werewolves in Mind Games and Just Right. Then, discover the cost of being reunited with missing loved ones in the haunting tale Forever Young. I was lucky enough to team up with the talented artist Roman Gubsky, whose graphic yet cartoony style really brings Dust County to life. Your support here on Kickstarter will help us get the comic printed. We'll introduce more people to the nightmares within Dust County through conventions and in-store signings. This book is 100% complete, but we need your help to release it to the world. So if you're a fan of reliving the stories of your childhood, but seeing them in a dark new light, then the Dust County Chronicles is a must-read. And for just $10, you can get this comic delivered directly to your front door. And for the collectors out there, we've amassed a team of amazing artists from around the world to bring a great collection of variant covers to this Kickstarter campaign. In addition to the standard cover by the amazing Roman Gubsky, we have a limited to 250 quantity variant by the wonderful Riccardo Ficini, who's the artist behind Dog Days and Cooper. And we also have a cover by the extremely talented Ryan M. Kincaid, who's worked on amazing titles such as Stabbity Ever After from Scout Comics and Sync from Comics Tribe. The Kincaid variant is limited to just 100 copies. And if even that isn't enough for you, we have premium pledges that give you the opportunity to get one-of-a-kind commissions from Roman Gubsky, and you can even be the main character in your own Dust County tale to be featured in issue number 2. Thank you for your support, and I look forward to walking with you as we journey into the nightmarish realm of Dust County. Take 536. Thank you for your support, and I look forward to walking with you as we forget our lives.
That is super awesome. Currently having the spinning wheel of death, but to give some credit to him, somehow Joel got himself into the Orlando Weekly, I believe it was, and he had his amazing project featured on that, and super excited for him. I'm just gonna check. I don't know why I'm getting the spinning wheel of death here. I'm hoping that we just broke it. Okay, I think we just broke it. All right, so let's get on to Fonterra, Flash of Dawn. It's a far-flung, roundhouse-kicking, blaster-blazing, fist-pumping, head-banging, space-bending fantasy just set west of Forever.
Welcome to the Flash of Dawn show. Today we are presenting the planet of Frontera,
known as the Pearl of the Universe.
On Frontera, there are 5 clans of alien species, each resembling different animals.
But this flourishing planet is being threatened by the Fearless.
They have destroyed many worlds, and word has it that Frontera is the next on their list.
But never fear. The unison of Allegiant Stars is sending its mighty Tagma to face this threat.
They will be escorting the Arcus Solidine on its maiden voyage to Frontera. Speaking of Frontera, we have the discoverer of Frontera, Best Frontera himself, to shed more light on what you can do to help this project.
Brochachas and Brosevskis, please provide a standing O to the king of catchphrase and the metal Meshuggah himself, Best Frontera.
Yo! Best the franchise Frontera here. And I'm here to talk about that new ultra cool comic project by AJ Kincaid and Star-Crossed Comics called Frontera, Flash of Dawn. Venato Computron will give you the hype.
Synopsis for Frontera, Flash of Dawn. Some thousand tomorrows have fallen, and we have risen to master the cosmic skyways and conquer the unknown. With our mighty Tagmatas, we maintain order and rule with an iron fist against all who would destroy our unison and the sanctity of the universe. Within the shades of the limitless void lies a silent nemesis set to devour the whole of the heavens, and a champion has awoken. Abbreviated synopsis: Kill Bill meets Fifth Element. A far-flung, roundhouse-kicking, blaster-blazing, fist-pumping, head-banging, space-bending fantasy set just west of forever.
You know it's mad ace, cause I'm in it and worthy of support. And we ain't talking about undergarments, Jabrevskis. And faster than you can say, bro, hika. I'm at the crossroads where I, Best Frontera, the metal Meshuggah, tells you what's in it for you other than dropping a little Skrilla. First off, $5 snags you a digital copy of Codex 1. The second tier is a 10 spot, and that one is the hard copy. The third tier is at 20 clams, and you get poster A on top of all your previous loot. The fourth tier is at 50 smackaroos, and you...
Alright, let's see what's going on with this video now.
Tronny, time to shine!
Thank you, franchise. In conclusion, we thank you for receiving this audio-visual transmission. Please join us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Now, a lot of credit. I don't see that very often. As a matter of fact, I've never even thought about doing that at the very end, putting where to follow the project. This has been an amazing show, but all shows have to come to an end. We're just about in an hour. We might be a little over an hour. So let's get into Datura 1 and 2.
Hi, my name is Trevor Talbot, and I'm the writer and co-creator on the book Datura. My fellow co-creator, Diego Olortegui, does the pencils and inks on the book, while Gab Contreras does the coloring and graphic design. Datura focuses on the sibling love and rivalry between the introverted bounty hunter Datura and her outspoken kid sister, Dahlia. Datura is as if Jyn Erso from Star Wars Rogue One was a bounty hunter and had an annoying kid sister who screwed up every single mission they embarked on. Datura is a sci-fi action-adventure comic stylized as a cross between the movie Blade Runner and the comic Tokyo Ghost. Issue 1 is already done, so the funds for this Kickstarter will go towards the production of Issue 2, the printing costs of Issue 1 and 2, and the shipping costs. Our hopes are to make Datura an ongoing series for as long as Diego and I are able to. Diego's career is starting to take off at Marvel Comics, and his most recent work can be found within the pages of X-23, as well as What If Spider-Man #1, Slapstick, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and Infinity Countdown Captain Marvel. Some of the cool rewards for backing include an unwrapped edition, which is basically the first issue all in pencils, so that means pre-inks and colors, You can also select black and white sketches or colored sketches. And lastly, you can be drawn in the book as a background character, which is pretty cool. Questions or would like to see any types of rewards added, please send us a message through Kickstarter, Facebook, or Twitter. Thanks.
All right, guys. That's it. But remember that $1 can make all dreams come true. Well, can help make them come true. On Kickstarter, $1 show supports, attracts attention, funds projects, supports creators, and create new worlds. And for you creators, find a way to get people to back $1 and get something for that dollar. And if you're going to make a new world, then you want to kickstart maybe, then check out Kickstart for the Independent Creator, a second and practical, informative guide to crowdfunding. It's by Madeline Holly Rising, who, of course, does amazing things on Kickstarter. And here's the projects coming soon. Ryan Palmer's going to give us, along with his studio, Hayvard Saints 8. Cornrows is going to be on Kickstarter, and that's from Brian L. Hawkins and David Fox. That's coming very soon, actually. Belial is coming to tear through Kickstarter, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so that's the show. This has been a production of, drumroll please, the Indie Advocates Network. And, of course, you can find our site at indieadvocates.com. Right there at the bottom of our little advertisement for the Indie Crowdfunding Report. You're going to hear me refer to it as the Indie CF Report, basically, in the future. So if you ever hear me say the Indie CF Report, that is what I'm talking about. And, of course, you can hear us on Geek Radio America. That can be found at geekradioamerica.com. Check out our show, 2, 6, and 10, playing at your radio. It's not a podcast. It's a radio program. So remember, it's going to be playing. There's no fast forward, no rewind. So show up on time and stay to the end. All right, guys. That's it. This is me, Mr. Anderson, the Indie Advocate, or the Indie Devil, depending on how you decide to approach me. Most people get the advocate. Some people meet the devil. So don't worry, the devil's sometimes playful. Sometimes it's good to meet the devil. So check me out at theindiedevil.com and see what Mr. Anderson is up to. And I know I'm not supposed to do that, but I saw the wrestling thing, so I got excited. If you guys want to know where that comes from, check out Mr. Anderson WWE, and you'll see why I do that. But that's it, guys. Thank you for showing up today. It's a Saturday. I know that you guys have used to this being on Wednesday with New Comic Book Day. It was a crazy week. I appreciate everyone who showed up and talked to us. You guys are amazing. That's it for the show. It's going to be on YouTube. Stay tuned. This has been a production of the Indie Advocates Network, and together we can make Indie rise up.